Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and this is Matt Burns, and with me as always,
It's diabetes.
of course it is.
It's always with you, that damn diabetes.
It is always with me, diabetes. Curse you, diabetes.
Diabetes.
But no. We're not on about diabetes. We're on about my usual co-host.
Diet penis.
What? Really?
Diet titties.
Dude. Really? So early?
Really.
It is, of course, Mr. Why So Serious?
Why so serious? I don't know. Why is it so serious?
I have no idea.
Yes, for those of you that didn't know, I am James Irvine, and if you didn't know that, where the hell have you been?
Well, probably upset that we had to miss last week.
And some other weeks.
Yeah.
But life gets in the way.
Life gets in the way, shows get in the way, and some of us gets bumps, bruises, and boo-boos.
See. So, anyway, without further ado,
Would you kindly?
I bring to you the not so 6 p.m. Sunday watershed. The following broadcast may contain language, opinions, and topics that may not be suitable for those that are easily offended or too young and really shouldn't be listening to this kind of stuff because we don't make it exactly PG. Shall I actually just change that to Vince McMahon?
No.
Okay, maybe not then. Maybe not.
No,
then.
we don't want to go there. No, we don't want to go there. It's all,
No,
that's
okay.
a topic that's almost like us talking about a certain wrestling family that we don't talk about.
Okay, diabetes.
But if you are a child who is listening in, go to your room.
Yeah. Please don't let your children listen to us because we are a pair of rambling idiots, and we do not expect anybody to follow in our footsteps because we do believe that we are a little bit out there.
Yes.
So,
we're talking X-Files.
However, I do believe that if you are not a self-obsessed mordos and you are up for a bit of laugh and you've got a bit of a twisted sense of humour like we have, I do implore you to stay. But if not, I do believe that Alvin and the Chipmunks is much easier on the eyes and ears.
Damn right.
And I think I may have already used that one in the past.
It doesn't matter. Just pick a season. There you go. Done.
Yeah, okay then. Okay, no, we'll go with films. There we go.
Well, the difference is you could have gone with Alvin and Chipmunks. You could have gone on to Alvin and Chipmunks again. Could have gone with the Alvin and Chipmunks at school movies.
Exactly.
Day?
I doubt it. The legacy isn't that long.
We could have even said you could have been listening to Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it unless you fancy your ears bleeding.
I said could have. I never said should. Even
Well.
though a lot of people sit there whenever they hear ooh, ah, ee, ah, tang, tang, walla, walla, bing, bang, they always think of the musicians' cartoons. They weren't the first ones.
It's ting tang, walla walla, bing bang. Not tang tang.
Okay, Witch Doctor, if you want to use the actual name of the song, there you go.
Yeah.
Anyway, point being is they went. They weren't the ones who did it first.
Tangy on your tongy.
They did used to be Swiss called that, didn't they?
Have you been Thailand by any chance?
No.
I was just wondering why you'd heard that version of the song. Oh, God, you know what? I'm not even sorry.
Brain doing 100 mile per hour trying to think, and I decided to have a moment of not focusing on the exact words and just try to get a point across. But no, someone has to just go, no, let's dive in onto lyrics.
I'm not being funny like, but, you know, even if the swimming pool is empty, I'm still going to dive in.
Anyway. We've got plenty to talk about, but before we get on to that, we of course are always going to be in support of Black Lives Matter.
Advocates for the hashtag Speaking Out movement.
That we are, and we will always be friends and in full support of the LGBTQ plus community.
Tang tang walla walla bang bang.
Bang bang? I think you got a boom boom in your room too much in your head.
Boom boom in my room.
Boom 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 boom. Do I need to...
Did I ask for a rendition?
Yeah, you did.
Did I ask? No, I did not. Shut up.
Anyway.
Ball bag.
We've got plenty to talk about. We've got some wrestling to talk about.
Yes, I don't say fuck or bugger.
We've got even some potential... I might even have a non-wrestling topic that will, depending on how you feel on a certain development on a certain Netflix series, will either make you go, yay, or pretty much boil your piss.
Yeah. Toss a coin to your witcher.
Yeah, you knew that. You knew as soon as I said Netflix series, didn't you?
Yep. It's the only one that they've fucked a fair few up, to be fair. But yeah, I know what you're on about.
Yeah, but there's a possible reason why.
Well, more on that later.
Yeah.
Stop jibber-jabbing.
Jib-jab. Anyway, where would you like to start off?
Well, I want to start off with what we were talking about just before we came on air.
Go on.
Jake Paul. Yes, the brother of Logan Paul. And as you know, Logan Paul is signed up to face Roman Reigns at Crown Jewel.
Yes.
You know, become a millionaire, just get handed championship titles or title matches.
I'm not even going to say why that's actually happened.
No, I don't want you to, because I'm talking about Jake Paul. So, Jake Paul, I know it's not wrestling related. It kind of is, though, if you kind of tie it in. But obviously we can just segue into that after.
It can.
So, Jake Paul versus Anderson Silva.
Yes.
Yeah. I didn't know much. I didn't know it was happening until the other day.
Yeah.
And then I forgot about it because, to be honest, to me, it just wasn't that important. It was cack, to say the least. So you've got somebody that's coming into their prime, boxing-wise. You know, yeah, okay, they've had a fair few fights and stuff, but it's always against people who are retired or against somebody that's never stepped foot in a boxing ring. And if they have, it's not been professionally. If you put Jake Paul up against someone like a Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua, even though I think he's an idiot, and nowhere near what his potential could have been, but if you put him up against somebody who's a ranked fighter, top 10, even top 20 in the world, I guarantee you Jake Paul is getting knocked out.
The only problem is, originally, I believe one of the fights that were being set up was a family member of Tyson Fury. But then, due to illness and other, which he's trying to make out, it's Bull, he's just scared to be knocked out.
No, honestly, he is not scared to be knocked out. He is the son of the Gypsy King. He isn't going to give a two flying fucks about what Jake Paul thinks or any other fans. He's explained his piece. He wasn't very well, and other stipulations, he couldn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
So they had to go elsewhere, which is fine. It's not like it was David Hay when he broke his toe and made up all the fucking excuses in the world and then stood on the desk with his fucking sandal on going, look, I got a broken toe. No, you've just got a toe that's wrapped in plastic.
Or I snapped the heel in my tendon. It's like, well, yeah, you then lost the fight and then you did the rematch and then, what was it? Your other toe, your other foot, I lost power.
Yeah, so it didn't matter. Wasn't that the fight against Klitschko?
No.
I can't remember. Anyway, doesn't matter. Jake Paul, he's gone up against a 50-year-old MMA fighter.
Mm-hmm.
Anderson Silva's probably never boxed professionally in his life.
He is a good striker in MMA.
There's a difference, though, between having £3 gloves on, £6 gloves on, and a pair of MMA gloves, because they're fingerless and they're not very heavy.
And basically bare fist.
Near enough.
Yeah.
They've got padding to them, but, they're not anywhere near like a boxing glove. And I'm not saying that it doesn't suck when you get hit by a boxing glove. That's not what I'm saying at all. So before anybody starts blowing steam out their ears, but if you compare MMA to boxing, MMA is more grappling, judo, Thai boxing. It's called mixed martial arts for a reason.
Yeah.
Now, for me, boxing is not a martial art. It's not. I'm sorry, but it's... No. It's not. It is not a form of martial arts.
I disagree with you.
You can disagree as much as you like. That's my opinion.
That's fine.
I don't see boxing as a martial art. And let me explain why.
Mm-hmm.
It's because martial arts is a craft of many maneuvers with your feet and fists and throws. Boxing is about
martial
defense.
arts doesn't... Okay, then. If
Defense... No. You're not letting me finish. You're just carrying on. Don't... Fucking rude. Cunt. So...
Better.
You've got boxing. It's defense. Yeah? And then you've got offense.
Yeah.
And a bit of footwork. That is not martial arts. It isn't. Because if that's the case, then when you've got fucking Chaz and Dave down the fucking road fighting over a fucking bag of weed, and they start fighting and throwing punches and holding the fists up for protection, so is that martial arts? No, it's not. It's two fucking potheads fighting over a bag of weed. So fuck off.
It's not, no. But then again, how you're comparing boxing to two people street brawling?
Yeah, but it's the same.
It's street brawling. There's a bit of a difference. There's an actual style to boxing. There's an actual finesse to it. You have to have certain stance, posture. Footwork does matter in the technique.
Did they learn that in a karate dojo?
You learn in a boxing ring.
Thank you very much.
Where
did boxing start?
What?
When did boxing start? Where did it start? Who invented boxing?
Go on then. Educators.
Well, it started back in the olden days. Put 'em up, herb chap. Ha ha. That is not martial arts.
It became a martial arts. It's still a form of martial arts.
It's not a form of martial arts.
Each to
Oh
their
my
own.
God.
Everyone.
No.
It's part of the stand-up game situation in martial arts. It's still a form.
Boxing has now turned into a disciplined sport, but is it a martial art? No.
You say no, I say yes, but actually, better yet, let's leave that to the viewers at some point, shall we?
The viewers.
Or listeners.
Can you see my words? Matt Burns is fucking talking bollocks.
Why don't we just put it to the listeners?
I'm putting it to the listeners.
Good point.
Even if the listeners say I'm wrong, I don't care. I'm right. Allow me to take the women's approach on this one. Oh, that was a sexist remark. Well, I told you not to fucking listen then, didn't I, if you're easily offended?
No, each of their own. And the thing is, everyone has an opinion. Which it is. It is. Now, the scary thing about it is, and this is where I'm going to agree with my colleague in regards to the gloves. A lot of people sit there and say, oh, it's all padded gloves. That means, it's not going to hurt as much. Yeah, fuck off. It's still going to hurt, even with a fucking padded glove on.
I have known it before, though, where it's like, in martial arts, if you cheat, it's blatant. You can tell. But there's always been times in boxing when you can't tell that somebody's cheating. Why? Because there was a guy that had rocks in his gloves.
Oh, I did wonder when you were going to bring that up.
Oh, yeah. I suppose you forgot about that, did you?
No, I actually was going to bring it up myself, to be honest with you.
He nearly ended that guy's career.
No, it did end that guy's career.
No, it didn't, because he actually came back for a rematch after so long, because they complained that his gloves were his wraps were miscoloured, and eventually they found that the guy had actually put like a form of compounded fucking...
Yeah. No, I'm saying the guy who got hit by it, he didn't exactly... It technically shortened his career.
It shortened his career, yeah, because
massively.
He had to take time out as well to self-reflect, as well as because of a serious injury. Because of that match, his face looked like the Elephant Man after he'd finished. And there was a reason why, because the guy had got them in his gloves. Now,
and the scary thing about it is how he got caught.
About martial arts? No.
Yes, they can. Especially
no, I'm
UFC.
saying it's more blatant. It's more blatant. If somebody cheats in martial arts, say you go to the Olympics. You go to the Olympics, right? And you've got somebody who does that dirty deed.
Mm-hmm.
And, say they don't get found out until after the match. At least in martial arts, in judo or whatever.
I can't believe I'm about to bring up a topic that was actually quite controversial for UFC. It's because soon as you brought up the whole rocks in the glove, does anybody remember what was dubbed Greasegate?
Greasegate?
GSP? Oh boy. Basically, they got caught putting on they like how they meant to put grease on the face and everything to stop cuts from expanding out and everything. While in one state it is illegal for the actual grease, any grease to be added onto a part of the body. Now the problem was during this fight he was involved with, I think it might have been BJ Penn. It was applied to his upper body, upper body, head and neck. So when BJ Penn went to grab a certain maneuver on him, he just slipped straight out.
No, I remember that.
Yes.
I remember that. But how long did it take, though, for that boxer to get outed with his dodgy...
Oh, no. There was a difference between the two of them. The difference between the two of them is the fact that with the GSP one, that was noticed straight away, Whereas with the boxing one, I believe it got brought up when it was literally end of the fight when they literally went for shake hands with when I think it was the person who lost, the manager, which was his father, shook hands with the boxer and instantly felt how weighted the glove was.
Mm-hmm.
Which by then it's already too late.
So you answer me this: how did the ref not notice the difference? And why were his wraps not checked before he went out?
I believe the way they were checked, it ended up getting rolled back to certain individuals that were in there stating making certain claims, which ended up coming to light. But
thank you very much. Anyway, it just settled my debate that boxing is not a martial art. It is a form of defence and it's a sport. And if you actually hear people and when they announce it, it is a sport.
Yeah, but so is martial arts.
MMA is known as MMA, mixed martial art. Boxing,
which is still a
announced
sport.
As a sport.
Yes.
There's nothing martial arts in the word boxing.
Everyone's got a different way of saying it. Everyone's got a different view on it. But anyway.
Oh, well, they must really be dyslexic.
We're not
I thought I was fucking dyslexic. Oh, God, I can't. It's like a certain individual that we know. How do you spell boxing? I forgot.
Anyway.
A-T. I forgot.
Fucking hell. Anyway. We're not here for us to have this discussion in regards to fucking fighting.
Yeah, well, you want it. You fucking... Hey, anyway. I'm telling you, it's not a fucking martial art. Anyway. Jake Paul. Stop boxing. Retired. Or people who are retired and never have done the sport in their lives.
Yeah.
Fight somebody that's got some credibility behind them.
Build up your reputation a bit more. You'll get more of a better reputation
ranked
by
fighters.
beating a ranked fighter. Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Yeah, so stop. So anyway, which brings me to my next point, which is moving on swiftly to Logan Paul. Basically, because of the Saudi Arabian crowd, they wanted Logan Paul there. Why?
Saudi Prince, because he recognised him because he's YouTube famous. There you
go. But why though?
You're saying that. Actually, no, I'm stopping right there. Right.
I gave Logan Paul credit.
Just give me 2 seconds. It's all right. I just wanted to say something, and if I said it would have been very controversial. Nope, not going there.
So I'm just saying, like, I gave Logan Paul credit. He did really well.
Yeah.
It was WrestleMania, wasn't it? With his $1 million Pokemon card.
Tag match, yes.
And then, obviously, Brawl with The Miz. I gave him credit because he did really well. And I would have never thought in a million years that I would say that about Logan Paul because I think he's a prick.
Mm-hmm.
But for him to go from WrestleMania, SummerSlam, Crown Jewel, he's got a title match. The guy has wrestled twice. Pat McAfee deserves more of a title shot than he does. And he's gone.
To work on other projects, but yeah, I see I get where you're coming from, and because Pat was fucking awesome.
It makes me laugh though, because this is what I say about local wrestling as well, is the fact that you win enough matches, you've got the talent, you should be going for titles. If you've got them two things.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no, it's 3. If you've got presence. Now, Logan Paul, fair enough, fair play to him. His arrogance and his fucking shit videos on YouTube.
And Tom Foolery.
Got him credibility he needed and the money behind him to have these sort of
controversial actions at times.
Well, just wearing the ways in. Don't get me wrong. I think sports-wise, I think they're very, very, very good at being able to change.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Mentality towards a different sport. They're able to put their mind to something and apply it and actually do well at it.
Yep.
But it doesn't make them amazing.
Mm.
So Logan Paul and Jake Paul have literally been handed wins just because they are popular with YouTube watchers and
to a degree.
Well, they've got more they've got more followers and God knows how many. You've got more subscribers and God knows how many people. You've got more content out there than most people. And I don't see the appeal with them.
It could be the fact that this could be our way of saying no. I'm not saying that. No.
But it's just
you know. I feel like the infamous Seymour Skinner meme could come in here. Is it our times is up? Is it no? It's the young kids.
Fucking you damn kids and you damn computer.
Yeah, you get where I'm going with it now. But anyway, point being is, as much as you could sit there and people could hate on them, and believe me, I know a lot of people who fucking hate them. Because I'll be honest with you, the whole Logan Paul signing to the WWE, even I was massively against it because the whole... For me, my issue with Logan Paul was the whole controversy situation that he caused on YouTube that ended up getting him fucking banned.
Well, this is the thing, right?
But on the flip side...
Logan Paul is more controversial than CM Punk.
Yeah, and... No, I'm not... Do you hear me disagreeing with you?
No.
Fuck no. But the odd thing about it is, and this is where someone from the wrestling business speaks a little bit of truth when he says, oh wait, he actually did a book that perfectly describes it, which is controversy creates cash.
It does.
And as much as we might dislike and everything, Logan Paul, Jake Paul making themselves such polarizing characters that you have to pay attention.
But it's also teaching the next generation of kids that to be successful in life, you've got to be
unfortunately.
Be an absolute arsehole.
Yeah, unfortunately, but then again, eventually they're going to grow up and eventually realise, shit, what the fuck we've been doing is wrong all along.
Well, Logan Paul and Jake Paul won't because they've got enough money to fucking last them a lifetime.
No. I'm just saying, by the time they do realise it, it'll be too late.
The only thing, right, that I can think of where I completely and 100% agree with both of them is regarding the MMA and all fighters getting pittance pay.
Yeah.
For getting bludgeoned. And yeah, people could easily say, oh, well, you know what they're getting into when they get into it. Yeah, but what happens when one of them gets seriously injured to the stage where they no longer can function in life? What sort of comfort is that to their family?
It isn't. It's not a great position.
I've been on the same fucking end of the stick. Yeah. When my old trainer said, "Oh well, you step foot in the ring, you knew the risks." Well, not being funny, mate, but my health, that does not help my kids.
No.
Financially, where does that leave my kids? Oh, that's right. It doesn't really matter because you give us a couple of quid towards Christmas so I can get some clothes, and you got us 90 quid off a GoFundMe page which I never wanted, and I found it quite fucking humiliating.
Actually, stop where you are there for a minute. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to step in there. And no, by the way, this is not me actually stopping you. I'm just going to sit there and just point out one detail in regards to that. Yeah, it's really nice that you put out the, that page made, but you didn't make it in your own fucking name.
Yep, 100%. Oh,
So,
can you do it for me because I'm just too busy doing fuck all.
Or probably because he was tax dodging.
Well. Who knows? Maybe. The question is out there.
Yeah, but the point being is, it's their own, and you might have a complaint and everything. And by the way, just to point this out, did we mention names? No, we fucking didn't. If you want to sit there and start screaming and shouting, be our guest. Reveal yourself if you want to. Be our fucking guest.
Well, don't worry. Don't worry, mate. You've already fucking pointed yourself out anyway, you daft prick. Screenshots are a wonderful thing.
Yeah, and they're also calling out promos when you don't do any of your fucking self. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
All right, moving on.
Go. Oh yeah, I forgot. Never. So let's just carry on with what we were saying. But yeah, it's no comfort to anybody's family. It's like what's his name now?
Well, a good example, Ricky Hatton.
Yeah, Ricky Hatton.
Straight away, he ended up suffering certain head trauma. And the scary thing about it is, as much as be it boxing, be it MMA, regardless of it, MMA is a really big one because a lot of people sit there saying, everyone can go in and be undefeated for 30, 40 years. No, it fucking catches up.
Yeah, well, to be fair, the only difference between MMA and boxing is boxing, like boxers like Ricky Hatton were paid very handsomely for what they've done.
Yeah.
That fight he had with Pacquiao and Mayweather,
yeah,
he got paid very handsomely for that. So I would imagine, I know that they'd rather choose his health over money, but at least the money is there as a comfort.
Yeah, to some degree, but
to help with the damages.
Yeah, the thing is, certain fighters, I believe, Paddy, is it Paddy? The Liverpool fighter? Even he is doing really well on the UFC scene. Yet he hasn't been. He's making a name for himself, but he's not getting anywhere near the money of top prize fighters. But if he gets his head bashed in, knocked out, does he get any extra? No.
Not looked after at all. The MMA fighters are not looked after at all. I watched Bobby Lashley fight against oh god, I can't remember his name now. I'm not doing very well with names, am I?
No, you're not.
Good job I'm not talking about the Von Erichs again.
We don't talk about the Von Erichs.
Who?
Exactly.
Oh, I forgot. Anyway, by the way, I will have to mention that later because it surprised me actually. But yeah, so I'm just.
Was it an MMA fight?
Yeah, it was Bobby Lashley against an MMA fighter that hadn't fought in about 12 months. And they called him in because Bobby Lashley obviously wanted to get into the MMA world.
Yeah.
And all the MMA commentators kept doing was slagging Lashley off, saying that he's a wrestler, MMA is a real sport.
Oh, I think I know where you go with this one.
Yeah, and it just like, oh, look, it's real blood. Just remind me how many pints of blood Ric Flair's lost over the years. How many pints of blood Mick Foley's lost, Triple H, Stone Cold.
Are you about the early stuff?
Yeah.
Of when he first fought.
Who?
He was originally meant to be supposedly fighting Ken Shamrock.
Yeah, but this other guy got drafted in.
Jason Guida.
I think that's his name. I'm not sure. But anyway,
Yeah.
Lashley suffered a cut under his eye. And I was like, Jesus Christ. You could near enough see straight down to the bone, and that was just from an uppercut. But that was a harsh lesson for Lashley. Well, it was a wake-up call for Lashley, thinking that, well, I can't just beat this guy by tackling him to the floor.
Yeah.
I've got to try and strike. But by the time he realised that, it was too late. He was knackered.
No, but he ended. Oh no! I know which one you're on about. I know which fight you're on about. You're on about the infamous one where he ended up the one where he lost.
Yes.
With dehydration.
Yeah. Oh well, that and the fact he got absolutely fucking battered.
Which he did as well.
I'm not going to lie, mate. If you've got somebody in MMA and you are on top and you're grounding and pounding, fucking pound the fucker. Don't sit there try and fight it with his arms. Punch through his arms. You're big enough and strong enough to do it. But he didn't know, and the other guy was able to fight back off the floor. He was able to fucking cause more damage lying on his back than he was.
You're on about the eye cut one, aren't you? Which was Chad Griggs.
That was it, Griggs.
Chad Griggs. Because I believe that was under Strike Force, that was.
Yes, Strike Force. That was the one. But yeah, you know, you've got like all the commentators slagging him off, blah, blah, blah. It was when just before Brock Lesnar faced when he lost the title to him, Velasquez.
Yeah. Cain Velasquez. Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah. And that was a lesson for Brock Lesnar. That was.
That was fucking a humbling experience for Lesnar.
Yeah. It was. It was, but for, you know, pound for pound, Velasquez deserved it.
He earned it, yeah.
He fucking earned that title. So, yeah, like I say, it just, the equal pay and all that kind of stuff, I agree with Jake and Logan on that one.
Yeah.
It's the only time you'll ever hear me agreeing with them. Because I just think they talk bollocks.
Yeah, I'd agree with
They do stupid things for cash.
Yeah.
And it's just, yeah, okay, it works for them. Gets them the cash. People might say, oh, you're just jealous. Well, anybody would be jealous. I'm not a millionaire.
Yeah.
Me personally, I probably haven't got it in me to become a millionaire. Not without them lottery numbers coming in. But you know what I mean? It's just, I just couldn't do. I couldn't do what they do because simple fact is, I've got my dignity, and I respect myself, and other people.
The difference is, I actually know somebody who has actually been trying to do MMA. I actually know more than a few people who have tried it, and the funny thing about it is they've ended up having to either give up or move on to other situations because that they were having to spend time away from family, but at the same time, when they're going into a fight, it's just saying, if I win this fight, I get this much money. But what happens if you get knocked out? Well, I get this much. Well, that's not covered. That's not going to cover the month's rent, and then on top of that, you could be having a brain bleed.
Yeah, exactly.
On top of it,
nobody knows that more in wrestling than myself. People like Droz. You know, we've had his injury far more worse than mine. But I also think how much worse mine could have been.
Yeah.
Had they had landed on my temple.
Ooh.
So, I mean, I've had to come back, get over my own fears, blah, 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 and literally knock down.
That could be...
But now, I work smart.
That could be a topic for another day.
Yeah, but I work smart now, so it's different.
Mm.
You know? So, yeah, anyway. So, yeah, like I say, Logan Paul, now has got a title shot against fucking Roman Reigns. God only knows why. And I swear to God, if one title goes to him, I will fucking kick off.
I can't see that happening. If it does, then oh boy, Triple H, what the fuck are you doing?
What? It's fucking blood money at the end of the day, isn't it? Oil money talks. If Triple H gets big enough payday to get Roman Reigns to drop a title against Logan Paul, he fucking will. He'll do it.
Be silly.
It'd be fucking stupid, but he'd do it.
Yeah.
But all's Crown Jewel is just a glorified house show. There, boom. I said it, and I'm not even sorry.
Do you hear me apologising for you?
No, I wouldn't, because I just laugh at you.
By the way, seeing as we're speaking about a premium live event.
Oh my God.
Which, I was about to say, it sounds like it should belong to a certain orange and yellow, certain websites. But no, there's actually already speculation that a certain premium live event, former pay-per-view, is now ending.
Oh yeah, go on.
Hell in a Cell.
I'm kind of glad, because I feel like Hell in a Cell should only be one of them matches that's used in a very special occasion.
Yeah.
It's kind of been downwatered over the last 10, 15 years.
The fact that they're having to fit in about 2 or 3 of them, and they have to be forced into it. We've got a storyline involving 2 people who dislike each other because one said he's a stinky poo. Put him in the cell.
Yeah, exactly.
Plus, with it being so rare, it'll make the wonder of it come back again.
Yeah, exactly. The legacy of which is Hell in a Cell.
Because I'll never forget when we had the Hell in a Cell. They weren't all the time. It was just far few in between. They just appeared here and now and again just for something for it to be a chronological end of a feud. And it was doing it almost every year just seems a bit meh.
Yeah.
So glad to see that match could be getting put back onto the shelf so it can be more relevant to the point where it's like
bring back King of the Ring.
I will argue that point. I will argue that point myself. Agreed. King of the Ring was awesome.
The Ring. It's fucking legendary.
It was awesome.
But I
know we already know that they've got the Elimination Chamber, but to be honest with you, I think the Elimination Chamber fits right nicely just before WrestleMania, because that it can also allow certain changes to happen with the Elimination Chamber at least.
Yeah, so if they cock up and it's somebody who's not quite ready yet or as over as they thought they were, it gives them that opportunity to change it.
Yeah. And if anybody turns around and says, but what about the fucking Royal Rumble? Yeah. The Royal Rumble is vastly important, but if you got it on the wrong person, then that could screw WrestleMania. At least with Elimination Chamber, it can potentially, if necessary, allow an alternative to be presented if necessary.
I think what they should do at WrestleMania next year, if they've still got both the titles on fucking Roman Reigns, and make him work double duty and lose both of them.
Well, bear in mind, we have got Mr. A-Town. I'm not even going to go there. We've got Austin Theory with the Money in the Bank, who supposedly is going to hold on to it until the next Money in the Bank pay-per-view.
Oh, for God's sake.
So they can have
a... Not so long ago with The Miz.
Not going to go there.
We were literally spitting feathers out when fucking Miz wouldn't cash it in. We were like, for God's sake, just cash it in so you can lose the belt already.
Yep. Or cash it in on NXT because we definitely know he's not going to beat Roman.
Can you imagine Austin Theory runs in, cashes in, gets nothing.
Unless he's not the first one.
It is nice to see, though, that bigger stars are appearing on NXT.
Yeah. The fact that they're switching. And bear in mind that they've now got the Rock's daughter on there now as well.
Yeah, well, that means nothing if she can't wrestle.
As part of the schism.
Never mind.
Yeah, wait for it. You know it's bad when you see a infamous picture saying, you know it's bad when you decide to join the schism because your father is looking after Kevin Hart more than you. Ouch, right in the field.
Yeah.
Right in the fields.
If anything, Kevin Hart could probably do a fucking Wee Man stunt at WrestleMania. He's about height, isn't he? Sorry, 2 on the nose.
Just a little bit.
Oh, well. Cry me a fucking river.
I'm sorry, Timberlake.
Justin Timberlake. Never mind. Anyway, yeah, so I'm just like... I am enjoying a bit of the WWE at the moment. I think, like, they did a whole... Was it a Battle Royale that they did on NXT?
Yeah.
With, like, old gimmicks.
No. You're on about it was more so for Halloween.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It was like a Battle Royale, wasn't it?
Dress up, yeah.
Yeah, but a dress-up Battle Royale. Don't get me wrong, some of them butchered the fuck out of the gimmicks, but the one who did Rhea Ripley's was fucking banging. It was spot on. It was so funny.
Bailey's was good.
Yeah.
No, it was alright.
I wasn't much into the whole hug me gimmick, so... But I heard something not long ago, right, from the Booker of United, and he actually said something which was pretty spot on, to be fair.
Mm-hmm.
And when he actually said to me about watching wrestling, he avoids the tabloids, he avoids all the hearsay or he says, she says kind of stuff, because it ruins it for him. He wants to watch it as he did when he was like an 8-year-old kid. And I agree with him.
Yeah, and here we are over analysing it already. Whoops.
Yeah, but we're over analysing things that have already happened.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough. What are your thoughts on the return of Emma?
Who?
Tenelle Dashwood has returned to WWE.
Didn't know.
Yeah, she returned as Emma, accepting a open challenge from someone on SmackDown. You know where we're going with this?
Yeah.
Oh, look, returning superstar should have a good run. Meet Ronda Rousey. Bye.
Yeah, I was just about to say, how was that moment of your life when you just got jobbed out to somebody who was an MMA fighter and turned wrestler, and she's not amazing at the wrestling?
Mm-hmm.
Needs a lot more developmental work and character work.
Yeah, lost to a eye rake and then armbar.
Fucking hell, was Dean Malenko salivating at the front?
This is my dropping in the mouth.
That's about 200. That's a list. There's a list of that.
But unfortunately, we can't talk about that list because we'll probably get sued.
Yeah, we probably get sued by Jericho.
But anyway, point being is that happened. Then they had a stupid entire segment of Natalia saying that wouldn't ever happen to then get completely owned and choked out. Well done.
Well, on the next episode of Who Gives a Fuck?
Well, technically, you can actually... There's actually spoilers of next week's episode of SmackDown already out because...
Thank you, Matt Beard, for wasting about 5 minutes of my fucking life.
Well, I just wanted just to speed it up quickly for you. It's already out there because of the Saudi Arabia thing, so if you're bored or anything, you can watch it. If not, just move on.
Yeah.
I just thought to just mention it.
Anyway, I only want to talk about something now which happened on SmackDown regarding the bloodline and
fuck.
How to make a group of heels crack up with one word. Because I don't know if you're feeling a bit of it, but I'm certainly feeling a lot less oozy. Quite funny that was.
Oh my god.
Consider me fully entertained at that segment.
It's bad.
I feel like what they've done with Sami Zayn over the last 5 to 10 years is absolute garbage. But
that's
every
gold.
now and then he gets something so stupid and simple over.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Oh, no, it wasn't just a little bit. And it makes it even worse, and I think what makes it even more funny, is that you see the cogs in Roman's head trying to think, how can I get out of this? How can I make this serious? Nope, I fucking can't. I've got to lean into it. I've got to go with it. If I don't, I'm going to fucking crack.
Which we also know, right? We also know that since Roman turned heel, his promos have been better. His crowd work's been a lot better.
Oh, hell yeah.
His wrestling is still the same.
You can't discredit him. He's not exactly a... I know there's a former commentator who's probably still better, that he's been let go from the commentators' table on Raw. Oops. But then again, he probably didn't exactly set himself up for re-employment, to go back again. What was it he said? Oh, that was right. Roman is just a jacked up guy. Probably couldn't last in a fight. Fucking really?
Yeah, I'm not going to lie, mate. I'll probably agree with him.
No, but the point being is, there's one little problem with that.
You could be the most juiced up guy in the world and not be able to throw a punch.
No. I'm just going to say, there's one issue with his statement. The statement says, you're looking at it as an MMA guy. This is wrestling. Sports entertainment. Everyone's different. You don't have to look the best. You don't have to look amazing. You can, but still get over. You can use a catchphrase, get the hell over, and become popular.
Wrestlers that look down to earth. Kevin Owens, prime example.
Good. No, I'd agree with him on that one. Great example.
Heck, even going back to the Attitude Era, people like Gangrel, Midian. These are the kind of guys that I look at. D'Lo Brown.
Yes.
They didn't look like they were super jacked. Yeah, don't get me wrong. D'Lo Brown is by far a fucking small guy.
Not now.
Well, but now he obviously
he can still wrestle.
Age and stuff like that. But fuck, he can still wrestle.
But then again, just ask Kenny King about his Sky High.
Oh yeah, fucking Sky High, so high, matey.
I think he went into the fucking stratosphere.
D'Lo Brown's been doing seminars in the UK. He's been doing seminars in the US. He's a top guy.
He's still a top guy.
He is a top guy.
Yeah.
And he was somebody that I actually enjoyed watching, especially when he was Intercontinental and European champion.
Or as Kurt Angle would say, Eurocontinental.
Eurocontinental, yeah. Eurocontinental.
And just for the people who are sitting there listening, it's like, did I just say Hangle? Yeah, it's part of a little bit of an end joke, just to spoil it for you.
No, everybody knows that Matt Burns cocked up the other week by going on one of his meticulous rants and then cocking up, as in true fashion he always does, and said Kurt Angle.
Yeah. But anyway, let's continue, shall we?
With his Hankle lock and his Olympic slam. Which reminds me, actually, Kurt Angle, obviously, about 3-4 years ago, he was approached by AEW, Tony Khan, wanted to know if he'd step in for a 20-match contract. And Kurt Angle said, look, it's going to be 300 grand per match.
Yeah.
Because the guy's broken. He's constantly in pain. There's not a day where he isn't in pain.
Well, case in point, Mick Foley.
Yeah, case in point, Mick Foley. They're in a lot of pain.
Yeah.
But they were wrestling like 5 times a week.
And the scary thing about it is a lot of people can sit there and saying, well, it shouldn't matter. They're not wrestling now, so it's not hurting. No, some of them are still feeling the after effects now.
Yeah, exactly. The after effects are not good. Obviously he got injuries from his old mat wrestling days as well. And foolishly winning gold medals with a broken freaking neck. And I've only ever heard him talk about it once.
No, it was only once, wasn't it?
Mm.
But then again, the amount of times he's broke his neck and won the WWE Championship.
Exactly. But Kurt Angle got approached by AEW for a 20-match contract, and he said it'd be 300k, and I think it mounted up to a couple of million or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, at the moment in time, I can't do the math because my brain's mush. But still,
it's a lot.
It's a lot of money, especially for when AEW just starting out.
Yeah.
But he got asked by a reporter. It might have been Dave Meltzer. I don't know.
No, I don't think it'd be Meltzer because it probably would have been somebody else.
Got offered that money, and then they asked him, would you ever wrestle again? And he said if the price was right, and his wife turned around to him and said no, he will never wrestle again.
Yeah.
And that's what we say about serious injuries and stuff like that. Is it really comforting to the families if they either come back in a box or paralysed? Which is why I'm surprised that Edge is still doing it, but
then again, at the same time, with wrestling, it is so euphoric at times because the adrenaline.
Yeah, the adrenaline can kick in, but then it comes back to the age-old argument that it will really, really, really long term. Once the adrenaline's finished and it's over, you're done. That it. And it's like Austin. He came back for that one match at WrestleMania against Kevin Owens. Fucking phenomenal. Really enjoyed it. It was entertaining and it was basic. It was the Kiss method, and I loved it. And he made all the simple stuff look good.
Yes.
That's hopefully that's going to be Austin's very last match ever.
Now, we know that a lot of people say the same. How could you say that? Really? We say
Bearing in
that.
mind, Austin nearly died before WrestleMania 19.
Yeah.
The day before, he nearly died.
Yeah. There's a limit. There's always a limit, and the scary thing about it is you've always got to sit there and think the person's individual health over trying to end. As much as you can want them to entertain you, do you want them to entertain you to the point where their body crumbles? Case in point, Ric Flair.
Yeah.
And bear in mind that Flair's still getting asked to do another match. Really?
Yeah. It's like, it's my last match of the last match of the last match ever. Why could you not just end it at WrestleMania? Shawn Michaels, Ric Flair, WrestleMania. It was pure genius. It was gold. It was perfect.
Yeah.
Doesn't need to do any more after that, and yet he still went to TNA because he was skint. But that's his whole lifestyle for you.
Yep.
You listen to his family members talk about him. You listen to his wife, ex-wife, and that talk about him. He was never at home. He could never stay at home. He always got his... I mean, don't get me wrong. To a degree, I feel sorry for Ric Flair. I have a lot of sympathy for, for his trail of thought, because once you are doing a certain thing for so long, and you become, for argument's sake, institutionalized.
Yep.
That's your mindset then. It's very, very difficult to break out of it. You've got a routine. You do it every day. And if something affects that routine, it starts sending you over the edge.
Oof. Rough.
That was Ric Flair for you. And it's a form of a form of mental disorder.
Mm-hmm.
Not just about the drinking and the drugs and what have you.
It isn't, but the thing is, every individual has a moment of time when it's right, and when it's time to pack up, it's time to pack up. Undertaker, case in point.
Yeah,
he's done.
Yeah, so it's like I say, Undertaker, when he first retired, I was like, that's never going to be his last match. I just know it.
Then he didn't actually make it clear it was his last match, but...
Well, he kind of did exactly the same thing the second time round when he retired that he did the first time round.
Yeah.
He put his hat and coat
and
gloves in the ring and left them. Now, for me, I would have been happy if Undertaker would have never lost at WrestleMania, etc., etc. Now he's got them two blimps on his resume for WrestleMania. But at the end of the day, that's him giving back.
Yeah. Yeah. He's old school.
Yeah, exactly. He's old school. He's about the old school. He's giving back.
Even though technically he almost lost it earlier. He actually almost lost it earlier. It was only because the person who was going to lose it to said, no.
Was that Shawn Michaels or Triple H?
Neither.
Ooh.
The rated R superstar.
Yeah. Oh, yes. I remember in the interview now.
Yeah.
Because wasn't that on the Undertaker?
Yeah. It was covered and Edge just went, nope.
It was too special to break, but obviously someone with a big head had to come along and take it.
But at the same time, you can understand why that individual was picked. That's fine. He legit could probably do it, even though after the match he was legit broken.
Mm-hmm.
But let's move on, shall we? Because we've got plenty to cover still. Because we've got to get on to the fact that with Bray Wyatt being back, he hasn't wrestled yet. He is being labelled the top babyface in WWE right now, and it seems interesting. But we're also getting the developments of a new character being brought into, I believe it is Uncle Howie, is it?
Yeah, it's definitely Bo Dallas.
Why'd you say that?
All because of a stupid fucking earring.
I'll be honest with you. I didn't actually see the earring, and I still went Bo Dallas.
I did. I saw the earring, but
No,
then
I didn't even notice the earring, if you get what I mean. But I instantly thought of Bo Dallas.
I saw the earring, and I saw the earring, and I saw the build, the body build, and I saw
it's about right.
the eyes. It just gives it away for me.
It's about right, but yes.
Bo Dallas. Remember when he started that whole movement of Bo Leave?
Oh, fuck's sake.
Remember when he was part of the tag team that couldn't win?
Social Outcast?
Yep. Remember when they finally won?
Oh, and then became the B team, was it?
That was it, the B team.
Yeah, with Curtis Axel.
Yeah, and that was a good tag team, by the way.
How did you fuck that up?
But again, Bo Dallas is a fucking massive talent, and he's just been left on the sidelines to rot.
Yep.
You imagine when they find out that when the WWE crowd are like 100% certain it's Bo Dallas, they are gonna flip their fucking shit.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to say it now.
What?
I'm gonna have to say it. I've got my coat on standby, ready to leave, by the way.
Oh, for God's sake.
Maybe when they find out it's him, they'll actually believe in him.
Oh.
See you later, I'm up. No, but it's true, because he's as much as that whole angle was shit, he still made it entertaining.
Yeah, exactly. But if you remember rightly, the thing with Bo Dallas is he had this ability to be given shit and turn it into gold.
And yet, I remember watching some of his earlier stuff where he was serious. The guy can do serious.
Well, it's not just that though. For me, I feel like there was like a reminiscence of Dusty in there.
Yeah.
Remember the notorious plumbing gimmick?
Oh. Fucking hell. Yeah, bear in mind, I've heard of giving someone shit and them turning it into fucking gold, but fucking hell, Dusty could do that. But it's Dusty.
Okay. You could give him like a fucking dildo and a rusty tire iron and turn it into gold.
Oh, bear in mind, something, Nope, not going to go there. Not going to go there. Probably, if I did mention a few things, then we'd probably get sued by the... hang on. We'd probably get sued by the... But no, we're not going to go there. But anyway, point being is, can't wait to see that develop.
No, I can't either. I genuinely... WWE seems to be getting a lot more interesting just lately. I wouldn't say that it was worth watching 3 hours of Raw and 2 hours of SmackDown.
But it's having its moments.
But it does have its moments. They are trying. And just remember Triple H taking over in Clash at the Castle. He had the perfect opportunity to do the right thing, and he fucking bottled it.
But then again, one thing that we can say is Triple H is using the Forbidden Door.
Yeah, well, kicking down the forbidden door, which is good. And it would be nice because eventually, you never know, you might see AEW stars, WWE stars turning up on AEW. This is how it should be. Let's just be friends.
Doubtful, but we'll get on to that. I'll get on to that straight after.
Let's just be friends, you know what I mean?
Yeah. For me, I think it's nice that they are allowing Shinsuke Nakamura to go against the Great Muta.
Mm-hmm.
Brilliant idea. As for the reason why I don't think they'll work with AEW is because, can you remember the whole anniversary of DX?
Yeah, no Billy Gunn.
Yeah.
But that could also been down to timing.
Tony Khan actually gave his blessing for Billy Gunn to go in. The only stipulation that he had was that WWE would allow them to mention where he works.
Yeah, and the fact that they won't even acknowledge AEW still is fucking pathetic.
Yeah. Grow the fuck up.
They are the competition. They are out. They're still by far outshining NXT. So,
and the rest.
Well, I mean, like in terms of ratings.
Oh right, fair enough.
Because when they did the Tuesday night show, they absolutely blew fucking NXT out of the water.
Dynamite.
Yep. They did a Tuesday night special of Dynamite, and that was this week, I believe. Was it? No, it was the week before.
Doesn't matter. Both weeks.
Doesn't matter because I always watch it on catch up anyway.
Yeah.
But they blew them out of the water, so you know. I acknowledge them because they've got a lot of ex-WWE superstars as well, and if you want to start fucking creeping back up, bearing in mind that AEW still got Adam Cole to come back, and they've still got Kyle O'Reilly to come back.
You've got Chris Jericho going through the former ROH champions.
Oh, that's going to be awesome. There are some fucking amazing Ring of Honor champions as well.
Yeah, but you can see the fact that there is a certain Adam Cole baby on that list.
Yeah, exactly. And the fact that it's a special announcement coming up soon because it against an unknown opponent.
Oh, mate, if that's Adam Cole, don't sold.
It's got to be, man, hasn't it? Because he is due to come back soon, isn't
he? Yeah.
It'll be weird without Bobby Fish there, but you know, at the end of the day, mate, he fucking chose to leave.
The thing is, Adam Cole has always done well, regardless of Fish being there. And the funny thing about it is, a lot of people sit there saying, "But Red Dragon, Red Dragon." That isn't the only tag team partner Kyle O'Reilly's had.
Yeah, he's had quite a fair few. And
he even actually tagged with Adam Cole.
Yeah, so that could be
part of Future Shock.
Could be a decent tag.
Yeah,
so
and that was...
We'll see. I'd prefer to see Adam Cole in a singles, if I'm being honest. And to be fair, I would prefer to see Kyle O'Reilly in a singles.
Yeah.
But I could also see in the next 3-4 years Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly going back to WWE. But at the end of the day, I'm happy for him because if that's what they want to do, you just got to support him. I'll always be an Adam Cole fan, doesn't matter where he goes.
Yeah. Always popular. Definitely.
Yeah, so, you know, I'm quite happy with that.
I'd agree with that.
But
anyway, I'm just trying to think of how to... There is one comment I've got... There is one heel comment I've got to mention from Raw this week. Really, really good way of getting cheap heat, but my God, what the fuck are you doing? Using this as cheap heat. Do you know where I'm going with this?
No, because I haven't watched it.
Dominic Mysterio. Really? You are this generation's Eddie Guerrero. No, wait. Eddie Guerrero's was the Dominic Mysterio of that era.
Enough of that. Let's move on.
Now, I'm just going to say this. I understand you won't get cheap heat, but stop using Eddie Guerrero now. Please.
You know what I'm actually quite glad to see at the moment is that some wrestlers are actually going out of the way to say that they don't care about, the wrestler that is Chris Benoit, but some of their best matches that they ever had were with Eddie Guerrero or Chris Benoit.
Yeah. It's not that. It's just whenever they're trying to get a cheap plug of a fan or trying to get a cheap heat, I just feel as though that, they keep bringing up a former wrestler's name. It's like, I understand he's connected to Rey Mysterio, but a bit much now.
Yeah, but he your daddy. He your daddy.
Even though he has got the hair look and everything, yeah, it's a possibility.
Yeah.
Just stick to Rhea Ripley in that situation.
Please stick to Rhea Ripley in that situation because I'm really a big fan.
Yeah, and by the way, Big Al LT taking a body slam off her.
Yeah, that was good. That was.
That was pretty
cool.
Yeah,
I did see that. That
was cool.
When you're just flicking through social media and it pops up every now and then with like a clip or something like that. That popped up. And that's where I got the whole Usi thing from as well.
Yeah.
So, no,
Anyway, I'm just going to go back to our original topic, which is the Usi situation.
Jey Usi.
Back to where we were. I know we've ski-whiffed a little bit, but fucking hell, that entire segment was fucking amazing. It's bad. I guarantee you, if Vince was there and that moment had happened, he'd be on the fucking blow going, "Get that off the camera now!"
Yeah, he would be blowing a gasket going, "How dare you get something over without my consent?"
Right, and then you've also got Heyman resetting everybody with a count as well.
I just liked how Roman, he laughed, and he could tell that it was fucking hilarious. Even Jey Uso had to cover his face.
Oh, you knew he's biting his hands. Right, everyone says, well, Solo Sikoa wasn't laughing. Yeah, the camera didn't go on to him, probably because he was too busy fucking laughing.
Yep, and it's like I say, you could even see
Jimmy in the background crying with laughter.
Yeah, and it was like, is that why? Is that what this is all about? You're not feeling very Usi. but that's how I liked how he turned it around. Because obviously Jay's got a big problem with Sami Zayn being
Although, I think the build up into it was fucking brilliant. And this isn't there saying, it's like the tribal chief said this. I don't care what the tribal chief. You just see Roman's face as if to say, almost Booker T like, tell me you did not just say that.
Yeah, but also at the same time, it was like Sammy's playing the whole mediator between the two.
Yeah.
And he did it so well that he's actually created a new fucking gimmick.
Not only that, he's created a whole new gimmick. I can see a t-shirt saying, not feeling Usi.
I can also see a t-shirt with Jay, Jimmy, and Sammy on the t-shirt saying the Usis.
I think you forgot Solo Sikoa, but no mind.
Mm.
But
Don't
then,
I'm sorry, but the fact that he interrupted the Drew McIntyre win at fucking Clash at the Castle says he's irrelevant to me.
No, but the fact is, I think it was even more funny when you hear Roman turn around and say, I'll get rid of the word honorary, and make him a full Oos. Sammy Oos. I'm like, fucking hell. T-shirt is going to get sold of that.
Yeah, definitely. It won't be. It's only a matter of time before a T-shirt comes out with a slogan about being Usi.
Yeah, it's got it. If WWE don't do it, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, they'll do it because obviously Triple H is like, they're looking for the next big
a slogan saying, but that is just bam.
Bam. Everybody is. You've only got to look at the Acclaimed in AEW.
Yeah.
It started off as them two being heels within AEW. They started their career off as heels in AEW.
Yeah.
They were still doing the scissoring, but nobody thought anything of it.
No. I think they only started doing the scissoring during when they were tagging with the Ass Boys, wasn't it?
No.
Was it not?
No. They were doing it before them.
But no one pays attention to it. And then all of a sudden...
But it only became more relevant when they were able to add on that little bit at the end. Daddy ass.
Scissor me, daddy ass!
Exactly. So, you can just... It's like DX. They've got the whole suck it. Mm-hmm. Austin 316. If you can smell what The Rock is cooking, they are fucking legendary slogans.
Quotes, slogans, whatever you want to say.
Well, Austin's was pretty much his name as well as a fucking slogan at the same time.
Well, bear in mind, he also got
16, I just kicked your ass. The what?
Bear in mind, he got the what over.
Which was so fucking basic and so simple, but it was one of the most over chants ever.
And by the way, thank you, Christian, for being the first victim.
Yeah, I remember that. What?
No. In real life, he was actually the first victim, just from a call, which is
I know. Because he kept saying all about what, what, as if you couldn't hear him.
It's genius, though.
But there you go, though. He knew he was onto something when he was doing it. So anyway, but Scissor Me Daddy Ass is the next big slogan. It's fucking huge.
But
you've got fully grown men walking round with pink T-shirts with a pair of scissors on the front saying "Scissor Me Daddy Ass."
Yeah.
It's big. It's bold. It's in your face. Exactly what DX used to be. Exactly what Austin and The Rock used to be.
Yeah.
Just so long as The Rock doesn't come back and start going, "My name's Billy."
No, but then again, if you think about it, you know it's got to be funny when you've even got Jade, who's even turning around and sitting there saying, "I love the fact that she's entertained. I just hope to God she doesn't do it in school." And then you got you then got them sitting there saying, it's like, "Please say it in school."
No, that was Max Caster. That was.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I mean. It's fucking funny as fuck.
No, say it in school. It's funny as fuck. They're interacting with fans and stuff like that. It's just funny as fuck. It's hilarious, and it is the next big slogan.
Yeah, it's pure genius. It's gold.
And the fact that it hasn't come from WWE is the best thing ever.
Yeah. On top of that,
show that there is greatness outside of WWE.
Yeah, but
this is why you put all your eggs in one basket.
Yeah. Best thing about it is, I'll tell you this now. There's big things coming in that storyline. I can't wait. I'm looking forward to see what's next in regards to the whole bloodline situation right now. What is going to happen now?
Yeah, is this the beginning of their downfall? I don't know.
We'll see.
We've even got promos by The Rock when he's in an interview. And regardless what people say, well, it was an interview, yes, but he also cut a teaser promo.
Yeah. That he's head of the table.
That he's head of the table. Here's The Rock, he's head of the table. So, you know it's coming. It's just when.
When and where. But anyway, moving over to AEW.
Yes, moving over to AEW. So, we'll carry on with the Scissor Daddy Ass. We'll start off with the Acclaimed, the newly crowned tag team champions a few weeks ago. FTR and Sneaky Swerve and Keith Lee.
Yeah.
I think it's funny, by the way, calling him Sneaky Swerve. I think it's hilarious. You got all that storyline, and they keep going on saying, Keith Lee's still playing the good guy, etc., and Sneaky Swerve
playing the villain.
Yeah, he's playing the villain, which, to be honest, he comes across as a better heel than he does a face anyway.
Yeah.
But you got the whole situation with that, because obviously Billy Gunn, given the famouser on the outside, chucked him in, boom, 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 1, 2, 3, new tag champs.
Yeah.
So obviously Keith Lee's like playing on that, so he agrees with Swerve when it comes to that, but he doesn't agree how Swerve is being sneaky, especially, the win that they had over FTR.
Yeah.
Which, I'm glad that they haven't had FTR win that yet, because obviously they're the belt collectors of the tag team world. I'm glad that they haven't had FTR win it, because obviously you'd expect then FTR to win the tag team titles.
Yeah. On top of that, have you seen the segment on Rampage?
Yes, I was just about to get to that.
Please continue.
So you got like the opener, just after the opener, you got Keith Lee versus Serpentico.
Or Yobbo 536.
Literally, that was just like, how quick do you want the match to last? Serpentico, I want to be home with in the next hour. Okay, go out there, do us a minute. You don't even get an entrance.
Gets in, spirit bomb, game over.
Yeah, but then the Acclaim come out, pissed off. Billy Gunn's gone missing. He's gone AWOL.
Family meeting.
Trying to say that they had a family emergency when his family's sitting in the fucking crowd.
Yeah.
So.
And then you have the video. Wow. How to get heat.
Yeah, and that's why they call him Sneaky Swerve. But obviously Keith Lee looked distraught at the end of it, and he was like, what the fuck? This is not what... I didn't know anything about it.
I didn't agree to this.
It's a good storyline, and I am just looking forward to seeing where they go from here. Because obviously it's going to be the case that the Acclaim retain the titles.
Yeah.
Because they're too over for them to drop the titles now.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's either going to be... They're either going to go down the route of them pair spot up, as in Keith Lee and Sneaky Swerve.
Which they will. They've got to now.
Or Keith Lee is in on it.
No, I think they've been teasing it for months.
But I think the fact that the split is more the accurate. However, what are your thoughts on MJF?
Yeah, so Dynamite. I mean, I had this feeling for a while when MJF come back that he was going to go on a run.
Yeah.
He was going to go on a run, and obviously he's on that mindset now where he's got a grudge against all the naysayers, all the doubters, and one of them big doubters was William Regal, another personal favourite of mine.
And mine.
William Regal was like, I used the brass knuckles not because I had to, because I wanted to.
Because I chose to.
Yep, because I wanted to. MJF is like, and he's like, you used that ring because you had to.
Because you need to. And
the reason why I told you, which, by the way, the promo that he cut on William Regal was fucking fire.
Oh, yeah.
But obviously the retort that he got was even better.
Yeah. And if you're still bitter over me lighting a fire from you from me saying a few words, job well done.
Yeah, exactly. But that's the character of William Regal, and he plays it so well.
Yeah, it's done beautifully, and the scary thing about it is, at first, I honestly didn't think MJF could ever be likable.
Yeah, but you had a lot of sympathy for him. He doesn't want anybody to touch John Moxley
But at the
because
same time,
he wants to beat him clean.
But at the same time, a part of me is just there thinking to myself, is this MJF though? Is he going to do MJF and pull the rug out from underneath us? As he has done previously with Punk.
Exactly. So it's like, remember the hug that he gave Punk in the middle of the ring? And then he just turned on him. So is that something that are they just trying to give us something that we're expecting? Or are they going to do a complete U-turn and shock us?
But then again,
MJF...
how he's getting over, the devil has arrived. Have I got any worshippers in this house? It's like, fuck, it's getting over.
Yeah, how are my worshippers?
And then you hearing him sitting there saying, when he dismisses, it's like, oh yeah, back to my catchy promo. Bam! Even though it's a heel promo, I'm better than you, and you know it. The crowd are going with each syllable.
Yeah, they're eating it out of his hands, basically, and he's a legend in the making.
He is the next generational
superstar,
next generational wrestler. He is phenomenal, and you can see it. He is very young, and the scary thing about it is he's at this stage now. At this age,
yeah, he's 10 years younger than me.
Yeah,
I mean, obviously, he could become the youngest ever AEW champion.
Yeah,
he could be the first of the 4 pillars to win the title.
Yeah,
which is a big thing.
It's just scary, isn't it?
It is, but also at the same time, with his mouth, he can back it up in the ring.
Yeah.
Because the match that he had was also fucking brilliant.
Oh, yeah, the matches he's been having lately, he's phenomenal. And, mate...
The one against Wheeler Yuta was phenomenal.
Oh, wow.
It was absolutely phenomenal, and that was just a Dynamite.
Yeah.
And it was a basic... it was everything that was simple about it was fucking brilliant.
Yeah, but...
So MJF, I think they should keep him as a tweener, not a face.
I think no matter whatever they do with him, he's going to become a face.
And why is it, right, that I just get this feeling as well that John Moxley, he's like the next Stone Cold.
The fact that he's actually walking out with a skull on his shirt saying Mox on top of it, but like how Stone Cold did.
No, it's just his promo that he cut.
Yeah.
Against Lee Moriarty. Just, I don't know, it sent chills up my spine because it was like, why is it that I'm looking at you and thinking Stone Cold?
Yeah.
Why is that? And it's left me scratching my head. It really, really has. Because at the end of the day, it's Mox.
For me, to this day, brawl. A lot of people don't realise this promo of Moxley's. And it's a promo I will never forget of his. Ever. Because of who he was doing it at. Weirdly enough, as well. The promo I'm on about is... I will not be ignored. Do you know the promo?
Mm-hmm.
It was done in FCW, Florida Championship Wrestling. I will not be ignored. Don't you dare ignore me. And he was doing it against William Regal.
Yeah, but
Look it
that's
up.
why William Regal says he's got a lot of respect for John Moxley.
Yeah, but just look it up. I knew then he was already hitting. His promos were already there. And when people sitting there saying when he was in WWE, he's phoning it in. He might be phoning it in because he's being told what to say, what to do, when to do it, and everything.
Yeah, now look, WWE have had to go down the route of giving the wrestlers creative freedom.
Back.
You know, even if it's just a smidge, that 2% creative control that they get back. You look at Seth Rollins and Matt Riddle. The off-the-air promo, well, the so-called off-the-air promo, it was fucking fire.
Beautiful. The
That's
Usi
heat.
moments.
That's heat.
Yeah. Usi moments, whatever. The thing is, it also showcases that the individual knows more about their character than what people are led believe. They're not being told what their character is. They know what their character is then. And it shows.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying about AEW, though, is this is why I think they are ahead of WWE. They might not say that in the ratings, but at the end of the day, WWE is more of a child-friendly show.
Mm-hmm.
AEW is not. AEW is what it is.
An alternative.
It's an alternative to your bog standard.
Oh,
I'm going to cut a 20-minute promo that doesn't make sense.
For me, I also want to know the answer to the question that you put out on Twitter as well.
Yeah, I do as well. I want to know the answer to that.
When's that happening?
When is AEW coming to the UK? Because I can guarantee you now that it will sell out. It'd sell out. It would sell out just as much as Clash at the Castle.
It would. Yeah.
It would.
Yeah, it would. It would. There's no ifs or buts about it.
It would. And I know for a fact that I would be there trying to get fucking front row tickets.
Hell yeah.
And I know a lot of people would feel the same way.
Damn
we
right.
need more companies instead of the WWE coming to the UK.
Yeah.
I mean, New Japan had done it. Fuck, their show was a sellout down in London.
Yep. Keep it going.
Keep it going. Yeah, okay, the building didn't look great.
Keep it going. Keep it going.
But at the end of the day, it was a fucking sellout and it looked phenomenal.
And the scary thing about it is he is making visits over here as well.
Well, considering that his family owns Fulham FC, you know.
And they were actually at one of their matches.
Yeah.
Anyway.
The UK crowd for wrestling is completely different. So, you know, I would capitalise on that whilst you still can. TNA did it and they never regretted it when they come over here.
Yeah, they never did. Never. But anyway, anything else you want to discuss about AEW?
Yeah, I'm glad that the All Atlantic Championship now is like
open,
being fought for, and it's open. Orange Cassidy carries the title in probably the most unique way any wrestler's ever carried a title before in a fucking backpack. But he's had a triple threat for his title. He's got another triple threat coming up for his title.
It's interesting.
Also, another thing as well, going on with the Dark Order, because 10 is like, wow. Also, another one that really shocked me was Sean Spears coming back in Canada.
Yeah.
That really shocked me. And coming back as a face.
Yep.
That really did fucking shock me. But it worked. It was good. And I loved it.
It's all good.
So, whilst we're on the... but, yeah, other than that, though, I just think, and I feel like AEW is just getting stronger and stronger every week. Every show that they put on, it's just got better. Yeah, they've had the odd week where it's been a bit drab and a bit mid-par, but at the end of the day, not every show can be amazing. WWE is a testament to that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but other than that, though, I am happy to move on.
Shall we move over to the British wrestling scene?
Yeah.
It's, it's not like we've got an extra reason why we weren't on the air last weekend.
And God, perfect reason. I could barely fucking move.
You could barely move. I was absolutely drained. And we had next to no energy, did we? And
fucking
as
too.
much as such, we could jump on. We could have jumped onto it. What we don't want to do is come on going, hello, how are you, and how are we doing today?
Even though to some people we do sound like that sometimes.
Even though we're not. We like to give a bit of oomph to it. We want to at least be able to, tell one arsehole to go fuck themselves.
Yeah, exactly. Pretty much. But yeah, we had a show last weekend. It was a big show. It was our final show of the year. UKWA final show of the year. Spectacular series. I would like to say it went off without a hitch. But it was a learning curve for all of us.
Yeah. New ring. Brand new ring.
New wrestling ring. Fantastic bit of kit.
Yes.
It's been made well. It's been kept well. It looks beautiful. Yes. And, I'm going to take full credit for putting it together.
No, but there were a lot of people who were involved in that massively. We credit you for it as well. I'm not saying names as such.
No, I'm going to tell everyone, fuck off. I put it up and I took it down. Fuck off. No, I'm only joking. No, like I say, obviously it was a new ring. It was a new experience. Never, ever, ever, ever put a wrestling ring up like that in my life. And
one piece of advice: never attempt to put it up. Put up a ring on show day when you've never even put it up before.
Yeah, unless you're there from like morning.
Yeah.
But other than that, though, I feel the ring went up semi-smoothly. It was just a massive jigsaw piece, just trying to put it together because it comes in many
missing
segments.
pieces as well.
It is a 16-foot ring, but it looked way bigger than 16 foot.
Yeah.
It fucking looked enormous until we fucking put the ropes on.
No, the weird thing about it is, even then, even when I managed to get into it, it just felt. I was like, is this 16 or is this 18? Even I was, you know what I mean?
And it's nice to get into something and wrestle in something that we own.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's a nice feeling.
Yeah, it is.
And, it was an experience. So, yeah. But no, like I say, for the people that did actually help out putting the ring up, massive thank you. It would have never been able to have been done without yourselves. Never.
The show itself?
But the show itself went off without a hitch. It was fucking brilliant. It went a bit longer than it should have, but at the end of the day, it's more wrestling content for you guys when you actually watch it on the VOD. So, more content for you guys. Why?
Which, by the way, just to point out, A Midsummer's Chase is actually out on the VOD available right now.
Yes, it is. And why did you sound like Eric Cartman then?
I have no idea.
No, I don't either. Screw you, Cal.
No idea. I was aiming for something in a different voice, but inadvertently did.
Would you rather that I do it in the voice of David Attenborough?
It's more posh that way.
Here we have today a spectacular series, and during the opener, it was a phenomenal, spectacular event.
Nah, from the top of the card, we even had some matches that weren't even prior announced happening. We had matches that came in last minute.
That's it though. That's the wrestling community for you.
Yeah.
And
we
also,
even had championship matches that suddenly happened that weren't scheduled.
Oh, here we go.
What?
I was wondering how long it was going to take until you started fucking bitching at me about that. Come on, spit it out. It's been over a week.
Rules.
What rules?
Agreement. You do not make it put yourself into a match as such when you are wrestling.
Yeah. Did you not enjoy the beatdown that Kelsey got in the process?
I did very much appreciate the fact
that I literally was a hair away from beating him until Christopher Drew got involved.
Yeah.
There you go. Appreciate it. And what happened later on in that night? Oh, that's right. It must have put a bit of doubt in his mind. So then he only went and lost the main event.
It's just, I also know Kelsey will probably use that as an excuse, saying he lost because he had more than one match. He'll make up an excuse, yada yada yada. It's just,
well, he can be the David Hay of the wrestling world.
Bear in mind the fact that I am going to feel a little bit bitter at this right now, especially seeing as you're able to wrestle on the shows, I can't.
Oh, fucking hell, cry me a fucking river. Your choice.
It was my choice to be able to take on the company.
You chose the contract. You signed the contract. I acquired my contract. And I didn't see anything in that contract, that said I could not put myself in a match.
Yeah, but you also made a verbal agreement with me. Did you not?
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah. You did, but what's done is done. Let's move on.
Cry me a river.
Let's move on. I'm going to say with that, because the thing is, it happened. It happened. I will say it wasn't. When I found out about it, it was too late. I couldn't do anything about it. But at the same time, I was annoyed. But at the same time, it would have put a bit of a fucking extra feather in me if you did take that championship off him.
Thank you very much. And the truth shall set you free.
Because bear in mind, he has held that championship for so damn long. But at the very least, we actually had his first downfall ever.
Thank you very much.
KWA history.
You're welcome.
Which will go to CJ Rollins.
Yep, and which I had nothing to do with.
No, you didn't, did you?
No, not at all. If you want to know what we're talking about, you have to go on Video Demand and fucking watch it.
You'll have to check it out when it's available. But I have no idea what you're on about. I think I was doing paperwork at that time.
Yeah, well, I think even the cameraman went blind.
But anyway, great show.
The only thing that I will say about that show is that we do not, under any circumstances, condone homophobic slurs.
100%.
Not in the slightest.
100%. And you beat me to the punch. And the funny thing about it is, there is going to be a video statement in regards to this, stating it as well. And it's going to be made clear
slur
at the start of the shows.
Slurs of the offensive nature on future shows made by the crowd towards wrestlers, it will be dealt with and you will be banned.
it's there's going to be a video, and the funny thing about it is, it's not just going to be just towards fans. It's going to be addressed to everyone. As such, the homophobic slurs does not belong in wrestling.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't
like
belong
racist slurs
anywhere.
don't belong in wrestling.
Or in life.
You know,
there's no need for it.
Just any kind of slur that's inappropriate, it's just not needed. It's not needed. We don't want it at our shows, and simply put to task. If we hear you say it, it will be addressed. You will be kicked out, and I don't care if we have to empty the locker room to get you moved. We will.
It will be addressed very swiftly, very cleanly. Be it either we address a policy in regards to it, we will follow that policy to the letter. If you continue, understand, we will be following that policy to the latter.
100%. And anyway, on that note, let's move on.
Let's move on. Anyway, more British wrestling, shall we? Because seeing as we were recovering last week, what happened this week?
Oh yeah, somebody had to pull double duty.
Fuckers.
It wasn't me. I don't know why everyone thought it was me. But I was there to support you, so you know.
I had backup, yeah, of course.
Never ever go anywhere alone.
Oh, product. Product, baby.
Anyway,
product.
If you wonder what we're talking about, Matt Burns had a title defence against Paul Malin.
Yes, the malicious one.
And I would say that you won that match fair and square.
Yeah, it was fair and square. Referee didn't see anything happen, did he?
No.
I won up with the traditional schoolboy. Didn't even grab the tights either.
Exactly. And then he went on to cry for a rematch. So you gave it to him. But it was a successful fucking title defence.
Yeah.
Nonetheless. So let's look at it in that light. And also...
I'm just going to put this out. Matt Burns beat a British legend.
Exactly.
In Paul Malin. I love it.
But anyway... So you've got another title defence. Apparently I'm banned from ringside. Don't know why. Don't think it's fair. But, you know, I wanted to have a quick word with the referee and he just ignored everything that I was saying. He kicked you out
immediately, didn't he? I don't know why that happened.
I don't either.
I heard some mumbling at the start, but...
And there was no video footage there either, so we can't fucking go back and change to have a look at it ourselves.
Exactly, and on top of that, bear in mind, in the tag match, he implemented warnings. Where the hell was the warnings in that match? You were just ejected out.
Exactly.
And we even went out and got you your professional manager's license. And they wasted it.
Terrible. It's a travesty.
I know.
But, again, 2 wins for the product on the same night, 2 of which you were part of.
Yeah, just barely recovering. I will say, though, Dave Del Duncio. Cheers for the assist.
Yeah. That must feel a bit fucking sore. I see promise ahead. Anyway, 2 matches, 1 night. Legend, Matt Burns. Kicked ass. Say no more.
Although, I will say, 100-mile-per-hour suicide dive? Really?
Yeah, tell the audience how your fingers are.
Oh!
It literally looks like he's just stuck his finger in a pot of blueberry jam.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, it's actually gone down partly onto my actual palm as well.
Has it? Oh, yeah, you've definitely got a fracture there.
A little bit, but the difference is it's now I can now maneuver it now.
Did you know, though, that your finger was probably screaming on the way down, going, I've got to stop this much weight?
No, I think it was the fact that it hit the table that's what did it.
Well, can you imagine the fucking table as well? I bet that was fucking screaming.
It only had to stop my finger in somebody else's body weight.
The only thing I can say is I'm glad you pushed me out the way.
You're welcome.
It could have been so much worse because it could have been me.
Yeah, the thing is, you were the legal man. I just took one for the team.
Oh, you did more than take one for the team, but yeah, there you go.
It was literally wham!
More news from the British scene.
Go on.
1PW have signed up Will Ospreay for their next show.
That
Fantastic
1PW
news.
show is looking amazing.
Oh yeah, 100%.
It's looking amazing. The fact that they've got Rhino on there as well.
Can't believe he's still going, but fantastic.
Oh yeah. The scary thing about it is they've got so much coming up for that show. And you're looking at it, it's like, wow. The fact that we've got, what shall we say, Johnny Wrestling, Johnny PW, former Johnny Nitro. He's also
in other
wrestled.
words, we don't know what Johnny's turning up, but he's going to turn up and he's going to have a different name.
Yeah. We don't know which name he's going to be using.
Johnny PW. So it's got a ring to it.
It does, doesn't it? It does.
Should become a ladies' man and call himself Bravo. Johnny Bravo. There you go.
I love it.
New gimmick. You're welcome.
Absolutely love it. We've also got Taya Valkyrie on there as well. Davey Richards. Ruby Soho is going to be making her appearance there as well.
Because she couldn't make
unless she gets
one
injured.
Injury.
Unless she gets injured with the car door.
No, it was a nose this time.
Oh, was it a nose? Okay.
You got Britt Baker to thank for that one.
Whoops.
Was it Britt Baker or was it Jamie Hayter? I can't remember. It was one of the two.
Baker? That's all I heard of you then. No.
I said Hayter.
Okay.
Hater's gonna hate, man.
Hater's gonna hate.
But anyway.
Yeah, genuinely, it just looks absolutely... It's... Wow. Although, I am going to point one thing out from their last show. If someone's going to do a balcony dive, please have a cushion underneath.
Yeah, we mentioned that on the previous show. It just wasn't.
It's alright. I just wanted to reiterate because I rewatched the clip and I'm like, every time I see it, I don't know why, my entire body just shrivels the fuck up.
Well, I'm not going to lie. You would anyone would shrivel up knowing that they could have literally fucking reverse digested their coccyx and threw it up.
You know, completely implode their sphincter.
Yeah, and then also as well their sternum, feel the pain and decide to tragically exit their body.
Just damn.
Anyway, I think what we need to do is hurry up because it's 8 o'clock.
Yeah, it's getting on. It's getting later. So with that, I'm just going to point out right now, if anybody does want to check out any UK giveaway stuff, it is on the website. We have a VOD. We've also got external VODs available as well on Your Fight site. And the best thing about it is...
Not to be confused with Fight TV.
Correct. And the best thing about it is all the shows are available to watch for just $1.99, which then they'll be able to rent it for 3 days to watch, or they can subscribe for just $3.99 a month and have access to the entire collection.
And over the next year or so, it will be An extended collection.
It is going to be becoming a extended collection because bear in mind that a show that we've got coming happening in 2023, which of course will be Finest Hour 3. We have got 2 matches already announced for that.
Oh, baby.
Which is none other than Charles Kelsey defending his UKWA Championship against CJ Rollins and all members and associates of the Elite Express banned.
So if anybody gets involved, in fact, let's make it even more interesting, shall we? If any members of the Elite Express
and
also
associates
get involved, the title is to change hands.
That's what was made on the night as well already.
I didn't hear you say that.
It was clear. It was made. It was the ring announcer made it clear. The idea being is it would be forfeited rightfully to CJ.
Yep.
Because we're sick and tired of backup help. But CJ, do not do the same trickery.
Yeah, exactly. Well, he doesn't need to anyway, so
He doesn't need to.
He's got this in the bag. I mean,
He's
if I
got
can
it.
beat Kelsey, then he's got him hands down.
He's got it. And then we, of course, have got the tag team tournament final to crown our first ever UKWA tag team champions.
And you know something? Fucking finally.
Yes. The Elite Express, Eric Cobain and Regan, versus Clarkwood.
I mean, if you want to check out the results from the Spectacular Series, you can easily go and visit us on the UKWA social media or website.
Yes, because it has been updated on there as well. Yes, I have.
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
So all the matches have been results for the matches have been put up, and go check them out if you want to know. We've also got a feud that has been ended now.
Mm-hmm.
The only question on my mind is
what next?
2 questions. Is what next for Dave Dalvecchio?
Mm-hmm.
Where does he see himself going? Where does Angus James see himself going?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. We'll just have to wait for the 1,000,001 phone calls off the chosen one.
And before you even get onto it, I know the request that you've put in. It is being handled, and we've also had a request from the other side.
Interesting.
So yes, your request is being advised, and do not find it even more scary.
What?
Is that their request is the same as yours. Which kind of worries me.
Why?
Because I feel as though I'm going to have medical staff on standby.
You're going to need a fucking ambulance.
I'm considering actually hiring one for the day. No, correction. We always have an ambulance on standby available at any time, just in case. Always.
No, it's not St. John's ambulance. We actually want fully qualified medics there.
That's mean. They are fully qualified. They are fully qualified.
In first aid.
Yeah, are you picking on 2K now?
I'm always picking on 2K.
Fair enough. Anyway, that aside, we've got all that. We, of course, also got a ring high availability for anybody interested. But at the moment, this is only for events as such that has already got coverage for certain insurances purposes and everything.
Yeah.
At the moment,
so
time being.
if you're looking to hire/rent a ring for your upcoming show, whether it be last-ditch attempt because you've been let down, just hit us up. Just hit us up. We'll see if we're free, and we shall get that put to you, and just put it to us through the UKWA website.
Under the ring hire selection.
Exactly.
Anyway,
UKWA is becoming more and more professional by the day.
Yes, it is. Getting bigger, badder, better.
That's what she said. Money in the jar.
I see what you did there. But anyway, it's been a while since you've done that.
I know, yeah. I thought that the jar was getting a bit thin, so I thought I'd just put something in it.
The only problem is I noticed that there was no clattering of coins because I think it's that full.
Oh no, it's not coins. I'll put notes in.
That's that.
I'm not a cheap ass like you.
We only agreed on coins. Fair enough, I'm not going to complain for putting extra in.
Right, fucking my jaw.
But anyway, is everything okay on your end?
No comment.
Should this be rated R?
Well, I am a superstar.
Anyway, shall we get to funny stories and get to a wrap up? One story each.
Can we give it a miss?
On one ground, we give it a miss. Actually, can I just mention one story then? Because there's one I want to get out there quickly. It won't take long, and it involves someone being very, very drunk during Christmas time.
Oh, I've got plenty of stories like that.
Oh, not like this. Not like this. How bladdered does one have to be to think an inanimate object is your best friend?
Oh.
Yeah. What's that saying to you?
I would have to say that you would have to be pretty inebriated.
I'm going to show our age right now. Does anybody know what a VCR is?
We do, but if nobody else does, then you're too young to be listening to this show. Go to bed.
Yeah, look it up. It's what we used to use videotapes. It's what we used to watch our wrestling on.
Record our wrestling on.
And also record.
Yes.
Well, one friend of ours, I won't even say their nickname, because just in case, because I'm pretty sure if anybody was in the area listening again, he wouldn't want to be embarrassed by it. But we'll just say he was that inebriated that my brother and a few of his friends and everything that were there, bit of a do-on. Even I saw this myself, and this when I was young. Right? They were drinking and they were having whiskey. This individual was so drunk and so bladdered, he thought the VCR player was his best friend. And you're thinking, so where's the funny part? Now, when you're bladdered and you're drinking, what do you normally do when you're at a drinking party where there's plenty of booze?
Well, just keep drinking.
You normally either keep drinking or you get a drink for your friend.
Oh.
The individual decided to open the VCR and pour in some whiskey into it.
Wait. Was it a Sharp or a Panasonic?
You know what?
Or was it the even more expensive ones?
Sharp.
Oh, still pretty fucking expensive. But we're talking like money. Obviously, it wasn't as expensive back then as it would be renowned to today. But when you say £100 for a VCR player, that's like buying your top of the range DVD, 4K Blu-ray DVD player.
It's almost like getting a 50-inch plasma screen TV and literally throwing water on it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Which he was actually just pouring alcohol into it.
How does that work? I mean, how?
There you go.
I didn't think... I know alcohol sometimes can play tricks on your mind if you're a bit too fucking drunk. Like, you can see things that aren't really there, but...
He picked it up as if the VCR was drunk itself.
Jesus Christ almighty. That is just... No. That is just no. Oh, it makes me want to tell one of my stories now.
Now, the biggest shocker about it is, you think it would have been killed by having Jack Daniels poured into it. And we're not talking shots, we're talking full glasses of it.
Neat or diluted?
Neat.
Fuck me, that VCR must have been fucking panalytic.
You wouldn't believe it if I told you we got it working.
I'm surprised. The one question that's on my mind.
Yeah?
A, how did you get it working? Actually, no, there's a couple. So, A, how did you get it working? B,
yeah.
How the fuck did he not get electrocuted? And C, how the fuck do you realise, at what point do you realise that the VCR is metal and plastic?
Yeah. Exactly.
Woke up in the morning with his dick hanging out of it? I don't know.
We have no idea, but he was plastered. Absolute.
Sound like the fucking VCR wasn't all.
It probably was after the third glass.
Fucking hellfire. I mean, I know I get tipsy quick, but Jesus.
Third glass of it, neat. Now, the scary thing about it is, I don't know exactly how it ended up that happened, as in he didn't get a shock. Probably because when he lifted it up, he probably pulled the cables out. Luckily. Thirdly, he was that bladdered he didn't even remember doing it. The next day, he had to be informed of what he had done. And as for how it worked, my brother did some magic trickery, but one problem. It didn't last long. It was one of them fixes where it would work, but guaranteed the second you put anything in, it wasn't coming back out.
You know, it wouldn't surprise me if he turned around and said, also trying to feed it a cheeky fucking kebab. And then try and feed it a fucking bifty.
Honestly, that would not have surprised us for the fact of he probably thought it was asking for a kebab after.
If I ever see him, you'll have to point him out.
Oh, good lord, I'd have to. I'd have to, but genuinely, when I say this, it was comical as hell watching a group of guys trying to wrestle a VCR out of his arms. He's like, it is his drink!
Fucking hell, Rabsy Nesbitt.
It's like, what the hell? Luckily enough, because what made it even more funny is the following year, he got invited back. I've never he goes, "Are we bringing him over?" Yep. Have you got the spare VCR? Yes, we have.
I've been upgraded then to a fucking DVD player, so he's a bit less attractive to it.
No, I think he would have actually still done it. And bear in mind, them early DVD players would have been just as much as the victim. So bear in mind, if you press the button, it would look like it was trying to accept the drink.
Or to give him a tray to place it.
Exactly.
Oh, fucking hellfire. Never right.
Exactly.
Never right. You know some strange people.
Yeah, I do.
Anyway, come on. We need to finish up now.
No. As always, instead of just doing the usual spiel, we're always going to say mental health is so important, and the fact that it is okay to be not okay, and asking for help is never a weakness. By asking for the help, and a lot of people can sit there and say, well, maybe, asking for help is not, is a sign of weakness. No, it fucking isn't. The thing is, asking for any help can matter. Be it either family, even a stranger can actually help out.
Yeah, two strangers like us.
We've always got an inbox available for you if you ever need it. We always recommend you to never compare your behind the scenes to other people's greatest hits. Please don't. Make yourself a priority once in a while. It's not selfish, it's necessary. And of course, we always recommend you to be excellent to each other. But if there is anything in this world that you can be at any, right now, please be more kind. And of course, would you all please always follow the number one rule in general life, which is, of course,
don't be a dick.
Yeah, don't be a dick. Be it either one that is sitting around going, "Where's my fucking chihuahua?" or
get on a monster,
grabbing cans of Monster, forgetting fucking insurance, or forgetting anything that they've done recently, in the past, past girlfriends or anything like that. Forgetting how many people they've dated in the wrestling scene while being a promoter.
Yeah, and also at the same time forgetting your spots in a match, but
Yeah.
But yeah, so don't be a dick.
Don't be a dick.
Lead by example.
Yeah, lead by... bingo. Lead by example. Spot on. Oh, and of course, if you ever hit a wrestling promotion, don't slag off the promotion or the promoter or booker while you're there, because you just like a right cunt, because it could get overheard.
Yeah, especially when the promoter is standing right next to you behind the door.
Yeah.
And the booker is in the match with you in the ring. Yeah, that's clever.
Right from out of nowhere!
Yeah.
Anyway, we're always going to say this, of course. Stay well, stay safe, and until the next episode, check out your local wrestling. Thank you for listening to this episode. I've been Matt Burns.
And I have been James Irvine.
He has been the Joker, as always. And with that, it has been emotional. Until next time, stay well, stay safe. Catch you later.
Bye.
What in the erectile dysfunction are you doing, son?
I'm snorting a line of fucking insurance, mate, and having a can of Monster.